All right, everybody, wrap it up. It was fun while it lasted. We got a solid week of back and forth out of this one, even picked up a diss record or two along the way. But the fun's officially over now. I really thought this 38 Spesh versus Jadakiss battle was going to be all in good spirit. Two guys who genuinely love to rap, two guys who definitely have the bars to back it up, and most importantly, two guys repping New York. This was supposed to be a friendly clash, nothing more serious than that. But as we know with battle rap, feelings sometimes get tangled up in the competition. And on top of that, other people involved sometimes take things further than they need to. So, last weekend, during Summer Jam, 38 Spesh and his crew reportedly went looking for the locks.
Make way for the bad guy.
For the bad guy.
It is
We
what
looking
it
for the
is.
militia.
Come on.
Where the militia and the
Where they
landmines at?
Where you
Where they
at?
at?
This whole thing traces back to something Fat Joe said on his podcast, that if you diss him, you'd better be ready for the militia and the landmines.
It's a brother one time with Fred the Godson.
Rest in
He
peace,
seemed
Fred
like
the
a nice
Godson.
guy. He talking about me too loosely. For the record, the podcasters that diss me, who diss all of us, they're in a cave and they never come outside.
Exactly. We never gonna
so
see them.
don't believe you can disrespect Fat Joe and not run into the militia, what they say on the landmine. Please.
Yo, now that's a fact.
I don't authorize it.
Keep it music, man.
I don't authorize it, guys.
I agree.
You
Keep
be
it
the
music.
biggest.
'Cause
Ever since that comment, things have taken a strange turn. 38 Spesh released his full diss record aiming Jadakiss, Fat Joe, and Jim Jones all at once. And just yesterday, he dropped the music video for it, using the visuals to poke fun at all three of them.
Jones shit.
I just told my young buck I'm gonna give him a deal if he bites you. You ain't got enough money to talk to in any type of way like that. I'm gonna spare you. You heard your joke to me, but my young boy ain't gonna spare you.
Oh, well, don't get confused. Because I will walk the guy. Face that.
Yo, Jim.
She was mad in love with me, but I just could never really get into her like that because I was doing other things and she wasn't.
After hearing the diss record, the reaction was pretty unanimous. People were saying, Jadakiss, you have to respond to this. Even Benzino was among those publicly calling Jadakiss out to answer back.
I'm gonna chime in on this 38 Special thing. Shout out to 38 Special, salute. Dope. Hip hop has always been about battling, always been about whoever the top nigga was, the niggas that are coming up are gonna go at. I think the problem is we have our legends and we wanna give them grace. So we don't like when people go at them. So I understand, how dope Kiss is and about his fan base that feels like Spesh shouldn't have went at him. But that's not hip hop. Hip hop is whoever is the guy coming up, in order for him to get that top spot, he has to go at the top nigga. And it's always been like that. Kiss ain't exempt. All you niggas that got your panties in a bunch and you're mad because all you motherfuckers on social media who ain't never rapped, who ain't never did shit, who all you could do is comment and just get on here and talk. It don't matter what y'all think. All right? Spesh just dropped some shit. And he honestly, niggas better get in the booth and answer that because he flamed a lot of niggas. Jim Jones, you better get in the booth. You better. Because he flamed you, bro. Joe, you better get in the booth. Kiss, what up? Y'all niggas got to get in the booth and answer that because at the end of the day, he comes from that. Spesh comes from that street, from that battle era. And I don't think it's so much disrespectful for him to be going at the legends because everybody I met some type of legend in some way in hip hop. I respect that. I salute y'all. But y'all ain't exempt. That nigga just dropped some shit and y'all better respond because if y'all don't, well then you know what I'm saying, then that top spot it's not for you anymore. Cause as long as you out here, niggas are gonna be taking shots. All right? The audience, fans, it don't matter what y'all say. It means nothing. Cause at the end of the day, hip hop is about getting in that booth and responding. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody's exempt. All right? Y'all niggas better get in the booth, cause that shit was dope.
Now, I'm sure Jadakiss, Fat Joe, and Jim Jones have no problem responding when the time comes, but 38 Spesh in his camp might have just made this whole situation a little strange. Today, 38 Spesh posted on Twitter claiming he just found out that someone was running paid ads against him, that a budget had actually been put together to target him, and well, that raised some eyebrows. Let's use a little critical thinking here. Do we really believe Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Jim Jones sat down in a meeting and said, "We need to team up and take down 38 Spesh. This guy is out here dominating, putting real pressure on us, and we're losing this battle. We need to stop him." That scenario doesn't exactly add up. Then there's his associate, the guy who was with him at Summer Jam. This morning, he took things even further, putting out a video accusing Fat Joe of essentially snitching on someone. And he didn't stop there. He gave Fat Joe an actual deadline to respond. I'm not exaggerating. 38 Spesh's associate publicly gave Fat Joe 12 hours to answer the accusation.
Hey, yo, Fat Joe. Spent 20 years as a man in prison. We deal with paperwork, homie. You know, we don't do all that slander shit, right? So I got a question for you. Who is Scotty Spina, nigga? Who is Scotty Spina? What the fuck you did to Scotty Spina? Yeah, Terror Squad, what he did to Scotty Spina? Who is Scotty? Ask him who is Scotty Spina. You ain't got 24 hours to respond, nigga. You got 12 hours to respond.
I'll be honest with you. The first time I heard this claim, my reaction was, okay, wow, they actually caught Fat Joe in something. It sounded like this guy had just exposed a secret nobody else knew about. So naturally the question became, who exactly is Scotty Spinner? I looked into it, and here's what I found. Scotty Spinner was someone Fat Joe had gone into business with on a sneaker venture. The short version of the story is that Spinner later ended up in prison, but for something unrelated to that business relationship. He was allegedly using client credit cards without authorization and making fraudulent claims tied to that. He eventually went to prison for it and afterward filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe. That's really the full story. So unless 38 Spesh's associate has access to information the public simply doesn't have, it doesn't appear that Fat Joe had anything to do with this man ending up in prison. Like I said from the beginning, this whole situation has just taken a strange turn. At the end of the day, all we wanted out of this was good bars. The battle, the music, the diss records, and if there aren't any more coming, then it might just be time to move on to the next one. Let me know in the comments. Does anyone actually believe Fat Joe or anyone else is paying for ads targeting 38 Spesh? And what do you all make of his associate putting Fat Joe on a countdown over the Scotty Spinner claims?
Hey, yo, Fat Joe. Spent 20 years as a man in prison. We deal with paperwork, homie. You know, we don't do all that slander shit, right? So I got a question for you. Who is Scotty Spina, nigga? Who is Scotty Spina? What the fuck you did to Scotty Spina? Yeah, Terror Squad, what he did to Scotty Spina? Who is Scotty? Ask him who is Scotty Spina. You ain't got 24 hours to respond, nigga. You got 12 hours to respond.